Great, welcome back. I hope you had a chance to try out the questions yourself. Let me show you how I do them. Again, I determine where the decimal points are in all the questions. Okay, and I see whether I need to move them forward or backward. So in this case, I need to move them forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to move them forward the decimal place forward 5 times. So this is going to be 3.78 times 10 to the power of 5. Since it's exact, because it's 378, right? So let's leave it like this. Now note, if the question says to leave it in two significant figures, then it would be 3.8 times 10 to the power of 5. So this is 2SF and this is 3SF, okay, or exact. Let's take a look at this one. I have, oops, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm moving it forward 8 times. Therefore, it's 4.09 times 10 to the power of 8. This is if I want 3SF, or 4.1 if I have 2SF. If I just want one significant figure, then it's just 4 times 10 to the power of 8, 1SF. Okay, please note there is no point zero because if you put 4.0, then that is two significant figures. So firstly, that's not one significant figure, and number two, it's not even correct, right? It should be 4.1, not 4.0. Okay. For C, I'm moving the decimal place backwards. So 1, 2, 3. Alternatively, and specifically for the smaller numbers, you can also count the number of zeros in front. The number of zeros in front will always match the number of decimal places you have to jump backwards. So in this case, both cases, it's -3, right? So I'm going to get 6.60 times 10 to the power of -3. Again, this is just 3SF. If it's just 2SF, then it's 6.6 times 10 to the power of -3, 2SF. And if it's one significant figure, then it's just 7 times 10 to the power of -3, 1SF. Okay. Um, just in case you're wondering also, this is also 2 dp, and this is also 1 dp. Okay, one decimal place and two decimal places. And the last one, if you prefer, you can shift it backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you can just count the number of zeros in front, in which case we know it's also 5. So this is going to be 9.2 times 10 to the power of -5. The planes are extremely noisy today, so I hope you're not getting bothered when you're watching this video. This is 2SF, and this is 1SF. Okay? Now we're going to convert. I think this shouldn't be a problem for you. If you have your calculator with you, it should be quite a breeze. So I'm just going to, if you don't have your calculator with you though, which happens sometimes, then you can just move the decimal place. So, in this case, when you're multiplying, you have to move the decimal place backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know I'm going to get 7, 9, 2, 0, 0 because um, there are two more places over here that aren't accounted for. So it's 7, 9, 2, 0, 0. If you want to be nice and classy, you can just put 7, 9, 200. So usually we try and space it out after every 3 digits. Here, 2.68 times 10 to the power of -5. So if for 10 to the power of 4, we move the decimal place backwards to multiply out, then here we are moving the decimal places forwards, okay, forwards, just to get the smaller number. You could shift the decimal place, but like I said, here you can also count the number of zeros. So since I know there are going to be 5 zeros here, I just put down 5 zeros, and I know there's going to be a decimal place after the first zero. So 5 zeros and then 268. Okay, so 0.000, 026, and then 8, if you want to spread it out a bit. If they ask for this is 3, well, technically it's exact, but okay, 3SF. If they ask for just 2SF, then it's going to be 0.0000027. This is 2SF. And of course, if it's one significant figure, then it's 0.00003. Last one, oh, sorry, last two. I've given some negative numbers because up till now we haven't really touched negative numbers. Again, I'm just going to shift the decimal place backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, I've got 2 unaccounted for. So don't forget the negative. 4098, and then 2 more zeros. Okay, so I'm just going to rewrite this into negative 409,800. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the significant figures here. And finally, I'm just shifting the zeros forward, or I'm adding zeros to the front. So negative 3 zeros, so 0.00208. Right, I hope that was quite an easy exercise for you. The question is, which is smaller? Now, when there are negative values involved, do catch yourself. Do think a little harder. Yes, 4.098 times 10 to the power of 5 is a big number compared to 2.08 times 10 to the power of negative 3. But if there is a negative involved, then you can imagine if this is a number line, a very small number, a very small negative number is going to be close to 0 over here. This is your negative 2.8 times 10 to the power of negative 3. And a very large negative number is going to be all the way at the end. Okay, well, not at the end, but you know what I mean. Okay, so which is smaller in value? Well, clearly the smaller one in value is going to be this one, negative 4.098 times 10 to the power of 5. All right, so the next part, you're just going to put a tick if you think it is in standard form, or if it is not in standard form, then express it properly as standard form. All right? Give it a shot first and then come back to the next video to check your answer.